Hello, everyone. This is the Napoleon and MonaLisa podcast.
Hi, friends. Welcome back. I'm Napoleon.
And I'm MonaLisa. Today, we're talking about something very important, confidence.
Yes, confidence helps us do new things and believe in ourselves.
Sometimes people think confidence means being loud or bossy, but that's not true.
Exactly. Confidence means feeling good about who you are.
Napoleon, do you think you're a confident person?
Sometimes yes, sometimes no. When I prepare and practice, I feel confident. But if I don't know what I'm doing, I can feel shy. What about you?
I think I'm more confident now than before. When I was a student, I was afraid to speak English.
Really? But your English is very good now.
Thank you. I used to worry that people would laugh at me, but over time, I learned that it's okay to make mistakes. Confidence grows step by step.
That's so true. Everyone starts small. Confidence is like a muscle. You must use it to make it strong.
Yes, that's a good image, Napoleon. A confidence muscle.
Yeah, and just like going to the gym, you need to practice.
So maybe our listeners want to know, what exactly is confidence?
Good question. I think confidence is believing you can do something, even if it's hard.
Yes, it's saying to yourself, I can try, not I can't.
Right. Even if you are scared, you still try.
I like that. Confidence doesn't mean you have no fear. It means you keep going.
Exactly. Like when you ride a bicycle for the first time. You feel nervous, but after falling a few times, you learn to balance.
True. And after that, you feel proud. That's confidence.
I remember when I learned to speak on stage for the first time. My hands were shaking.
Oh no, what happened?
It was in school. I had to speak in front of the class. My voice was so small. But after I finished, everyone clapped. That felt great.
Wow, I can imagine. You probably thought, I did it.
Yes, and that gave me energy to do it again the next time.
That story is perfect. It shows that confidence grows when we try new things.
And it's okay if we make mistakes. Mistakes are part of learning.
Listeners, if you want more confidence, don't wait for it to come. You have to build it.
Yes, build it like a house, one brick at a time.
I want to share something funny. When I first made a YouTube video, I was so nervous. I recorded it 10 times.
Really?
Yes, I wasn't happy with my voice. I kept thinking, I sound strange.
Oh, me too. The first time I heard my voice in a recording, I thought, that can't be me.
But now we both talk on the podcast like pros.
That's practice and confidence.
Exactly. So friends, remember, confidence grows when you do things again and again.
Yes, every time you try, even when it's small, you're training your confidence muscle.
Napoleon, can we give a few easy tips to help our listeners build confidence?
Sure, let's make a list together.
Tip 1. Smile more. When you smile, you feel better.
Great. Tip 2, talk kindly to yourself. Say, I can do this.
Tip 3. Practice speaking in front of a mirror. It really helps.
Tip 4, don't compare yourself to others. You are you, and that's powerful.
Tip 5. Celebrate small wins. Every little success counts.
Perfect list.
Let's repeat them for our listeners. Slowly. Smile more. Talk kindly to yourself. Practice in the mirror. Don't compare. Celebrate small wins.
Very nice.
Do you know what helps me feel confident before recording?
What's that?
Breathing deeply. I take a long breath and relax my shoulders.
Oh, yes. Breathing is important. When you breathe slowly, your heart slows down too.
Yes, it makes you calm. Confidence and calm are friends.
That's a good title for a book. Confidence and calm are friends.
Maybe we'll write that one day.
I think our listeners can practice something today.
What kind of practice?
They can pick one small activity that makes them a little nervous, maybe saying hello to someone new or speaking English for 1 minute.
Good idea. And after they do it, they can write in their notebook, I did it.
Yes, that's how progress happens.
Friends, don't forget, you are already strong. Confidence is inside you. You just need to wake it up.
Beautiful words, MonaLisa. You sound like a poet.
Maybe because confidence makes me brave to speak my heart.
Exactly. Confidence helps you shine.
Thank you for listening to this part of our podcast.
We hope you learned something and feel a little braver today.
In the next part, we'll talk about what makes people lose confidence.
Yes, and how to get it back.
See you soon, friends.
See you. Bye-bye. Welcome back, friends.
Hello, everyone. So, before the break, we talked about what confidence means.
Yes, and how we can grow it like a muscle.
Today, let's talk about something a little harder. What makes people lose confidence?
Oh, yes, that's an important topic. Many people start feeling good about themselves, but then something happens and they lose that feeling.
Exactly. Sometimes it starts when other people say something negative.
Like, you can't do that, or you're not good enough.
Yes, when we hear that again and again, we start believing it.
I know what you mean. When I was a kid, my teacher once told me my drawing was bad. After that, I didn't want to draw anymore.
Oh, that's sad, but it's very common. One small comment can make a big change inside us.
True. But now I think maybe my drawing wasn't bad, maybe it was just different.
Exactly. It's all about how we see it. When people lose confidence, it's usually because they start comparing or listening to negative voices.
Yes, sometimes the negative voice isn't from others, it's from ourselves.
Oh, that's powerful. The voice in your head that says, I can't.
Right. We need to replace that voice with a kinder one.
So, friends, if you feel your confidence dropping, stop and ask yourself, what am I telling myself right now?
That's a great exercise. When you notice negative thoughts, say something positive instead.
For example, I'm learning or I'm improving.
Yes, or I made a mistake, but that's okay.
Another reason people lose confidence is failure. When something doesn't go well, we think we're not good at it.
Oh, yes. Failure is part of everyone's story. Even famous people fail many times before success.
Exactly. Do you know how many times Thomas Edison failed before making the light bulb?
I think over 1,000 times.
Yes, and every time he said, I didn't fail, I just found a new way that doesn't work.
That's real confidence, to keep going no matter what.
Listeners, please remember, making mistakes doesn't mean you are bad, it means you are trying.
I love that. When we stop trying, that's when we really lose confidence.
Yes, every time you move forward, even just one small step, your confidence grows again.
Friends, don't give up on your dream just because you failed once.
Exactly. You are still learning, you are still growing. Welcome back again. Now let's talk about one of my favorite parts, how to build confidence.
Yay! This part is full of positive energy.
Okay, Napoleon, let's think of some easy, practical ways our listeners can start building confidence today.
I'll go first. Number 1, keep your posture straight and look up. When you stand tall, you feel strong.
Yes, the body and mind are connected. If you look down, your mood goes down too.
That's right. Okay, number 2, do one small challenge every day.
What kind of challenge?
Something small, like talking to someone new, reading aloud, or trying a few English sentences in class.
Great idea. Number 3, write down your achievements.
Oh, like a confidence diary.
Yes, every night write one thing you did well. Maybe, I helped my friend, or I cooked dinner by myself.
I love that. Number 4, spend time with positive people.
Oh yes, that's so important. People around us can make us feel better or worse.
Exactly. Find friends who support and cheer for you.
And number 5, learn new things. Every time you learn something, you become stronger and more confident.
Yes, knowledge gives you power. When you understand more, you can do more.
Napoleon, do you remember your biggest confidence challenge?
Oh, yes. When I had to host a big event in English for the first time, my hands were sweating.
What did you do?
I took a deep breath, smiled, and told myself, I can do it. And when it ended, I felt proud.
See? That's the magic of self-talk and practice.
Napoleon, what about you?
I think it was when I started teaching English online. I worried I wasn't good enough to teach others.
And now look at you, confident and professional.
Thank you. It came from doing it again and again. So, friends, if you're listening, remember, confidence is not born in one day.
Yes, it's built little by little. Be patient with yourself.
You are a work in progress, and that's okay.
In this part, we'll look at confidence in different places, at school, at work, and with friends.
That's right, because confidence can look different in each place.
Confidence at school.
At school, many students feel shy to speak, especially in English.
Yes, they worry about pronunciation or making mistakes.
But teachers love it when students try. Mistakes show that you're learning.
So, if you're a student, raise your hand, even if you're not 100% sure.
Exactly. You'll be surprised how quickly your confidence grows when you speak more.
Confidence at work. What about work?
At work, confidence helps you share your ideas, ask questions, and work well in a team.
Yes, one tip is to prepare before meetings. Write your main points. Preparation gives confidence.
I agree. Also, speak clearly and use eye contact. Even a simple "good morning" can show your confidence.
With friends, confidence means being yourself, not pretending to impress others.
That's so true. Real friends like the real you.
Yes, if you have confidence, you don't need to copy anyone.
And if you feel shy in new groups, just listen carefully first. When you feel ready, join the talk.
That's a good strategy. Start small.
So, confidence is not about being loud, it's about being comfortable in your own skin.
Well said, MonaLisa.
Okay, this part is special. We'll talk about some common mistakes people make about confidence.
Yes, because sometimes people think being confident means being arrogant.
Exactly, but they are completely different.
Let's explain. Confidence means believing in yourself. Arrogance means thinking you are better than others.
Yes, confidence is quiet, arrogance is loud.
Nice comparison.
Another mistake is thinking confidence means never feeling fear.
Oh, yes. Even brave people feel scared sometimes.
Exactly. Confidence means you feel the fear but act anyway.
Another mistake I often hear, some people wait to feel ready before they act.
But the secret is you will never feel 100% ready.
Right. You get ready by doing.
One more mistake is thinking others are always better.
Yes, comparing kills confidence.
Your journey is your own. You start where you are, and that's enough.
So, friends, when you see someone confident, remember, they practice too. Everyone started somewhere.
And now, dear listeners, we are at the last part of our episode.
Wow, time passed so fast. We talked about what confidence is, what destroys it, and how to build it back.
Yes, and I hope our listeners now feel stronger inside.
Confidence starts in your heart. Every time you believe in yourself, even for 1 second, that's confidence growing.
Yes, you don't need to shout, you don't need to be perfect, just keep trying.
Remember the phrase, "I'm still learning." That's enough to move forward.
I want to leave a small challenge today.
Ooh, a challenge.
Yes, this week do one thing that makes you a little nervous. Speak English to a stranger, share your opinion, or try a new hobby.
And then tell yourself, I did it, no matter how small it is.
You can even comment on this video and share your confidence story with us.
Yes, we'd love to read them.
Remember, friends, confidence is not about being perfect, it's about being brave.
So keep smiling, keep learning, and keep believing in yourself.
Thank you for joining us today on the Napoleon and MonaLisa podcast.
If you like this episode, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
We'll see you next time with another warm and simple English conversation.
Stay confident and be kind.
Bye-bye.